Yeah. In this video tutorial, I'm going to teach you in 5 minutes how to convert decimal code to hexadecimal. In 5 minutes, I'm going to teach you how to convert decimal code to hexadecimal. Then, before then, please, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to enable me grow my channel. As you are subscribing, you are encouraging me on what I'm doing. Therefore, subscribe and comment. Share to your friends. If you have already subscribed if you have already subscribed, please comment. Thank you. Let's go to the question. Convert the following. 1. 57.1875 destined to what? Hexadecimal code. 2. 269.75 destined to hexadecimal code. These are the 2 questions given to us. By the time we have learned these 2 questions, there's no any question on the word destined converting to hexadecimal that we cannot be able to do. We start. I started from question number 1. I see 57.1875 has 2 parts. It has a whole number part. After this decimal point, any other value here is called a whole number part. After this decimal point, any other value here is called whole number part. And the value that is here is called fractional part. So if I remove this whole number part, look at it here. Then what will remain? If I remove this from here, what will remain here is 0. And I have 0.1875. This plus this will give me back this. What did I say? If I remove this whole number part here and I remove this value, what will remain here is 0. 0 means nothing remain. So when I remove this, what will remain here is 0. And that 0, what we'll call it is, we'll call it what? Placeholder. This 0 is a placeholder. They're telling me that what? Nobody is here. Then dot 1875. If I add this, it will give me back this. Then what am I going to do? I'm going to use a whole number part. I'm going to divide through the whole number part by what? 16. Then I'm going to multiply the fractional part by what? 16, which we are going to see now. So I'm taking this whole number part now. I'm going to divide it through by what? 16. Then I come here. I say 16 divide 567. Watch. I will say what? 16 divide 567. 567 divided by what? 16. And that will give me a value of what we are going to do. That gives me a value of 35.4375. That's what it gave me. That's what this value gave me. Then in my calculator, look at what it gave me. Then what will I do? In this same calculator, what I'm going to do is to say, this calculator will press minus. What am I going to do? I will say 35. In that calculator, this is what it gave me. Are you get what I'm saying? Follow me now. I will minus what? 35. When I minus 35 from it, I will have 0.4375. This 0.4375, I will multiply it by 16. That gives me my remainder 7. I think this is what I did. I divide this by 16. What the value he gave me is this. Then what will I do? In the same time my calculator, I will press minus 35, because this 35 is a whole number, which is the main thing he gave me, the value 35. Then I subtract the 35, that gives me the fractional part. That fractional part, I will times it by 16, he gave me my remainder. So that's how I got this. So when you divide this, it gives you 35. Look at 35, that's my whole number. I write it here. Then I subtract what? 35 from it, it gave me what? This. I will times it by 16, it gave me remainder 7. Then I come here, 35 divided by 2, that will give me what? 35 divided by what? 16 will give me 2. Remainder what? 3. Because 16 times 2 will give me 32. Remainder will be what? 3. Then 16 divide 2. He cannot go. There's no way 16 people can divide 2 things. So it will give me what? 0. Remainder what? 2. Then I will take it this way. Look at the way I'm taking the whole number part. I take the whole number part this way. And that gives me that what? 567 base 10 is equal to what? 237. Look at the 237 base 16. 567 base 10 is what? 237 base what? 16. Then I come to what? Fractional part. Look at the fractional part. My fractional part is what? 0.1875. Then I will say 0.1875 times 16. When I times it by 16 in your calculator, it will give you 3.0. That 3.0, what I'm interested in this place is whole number part. In that whole number part, what is my whole number part now is 3. Then when I take my whole number part, that's what I'm going to carry over to right. Then I'll write down what, when I take this whole number part, what will remain here is 0.0. Look at the 0.0. Then before I do this, what am I going to do first? I have to put my point. You know that this point, have you seen it? Look at the points here. I'm going to put my point. Look at where I put my point already. Immediately I see this is a fractional part. I'm talking about fractional part. Look at the point. I'm going to put the point. Then I multiply. I have 3.0. And I've done that 3.0. I will write, take my whole number part, carry it and write. That's what I needed. Then what will remain is what 0.0, which is this. No more. I can multiply again. If I multiply 0.0 by 16, it will give me 0. That means you have already terminated. So immediately I've done that, this gives me 0.0. No need of again multiplying again. What am I going to take? I will now say 0.1875 is equals to what? Point. Look at my point. 0.3. Look at the way I'm taking it. Look at the direction of taking. Fractional part is taking this way, down. While whole number part is taking upward. Then I'm taking this man down. That means my dot first before 3. That's base 16. Then therefore, combining these two, 567.8.1875, it will give me this, which is 23.7. Look at 23.7. Point. Look at the point. 3. Base 16. Have you seen it now? Look at it. This man now, this whole number part gave me what? 3.237. Then dot. The fractional part gave me what? 3. Base what? 16. That's my what? Answer for the first question. So let's go to the second question. Question number 2. We have 269.75 base 10. Then looking at it, this value has two parts, which we said before. This is a whole number part, this is a fractional part. If I remove 269, what will remain here is 0. Look at 269. What will remain here is 0. We now have 0.75. I'm going to treat 269 as a whole number part. I'm going to divide it through by 16. I'm going to divide it through by 16. Then what am I going to do? I said what? 16 divided 269. It will give me 16. Remember 13. You remember what we did? When you divide this, it will give you 16 point something value. You subtract the 16 from that value in your calculator, multiply the fractional by what? 16 again. It will give you 13 as you remember. Then remember that 13 is equals to D in a what? Hexadecimal. 13 is equals to what? D in hexadecimal. But let's go to here. Let me explain things for you more. In hexadecimal, we have a decimal. This is decimal. This is decimal. Look at what? Hexadecimal. Hexadecimal. You will now come to this decimal. Decimal 0 is same thing as hexadecimal. Decimal 1 is same thing as what? Hexadecimal 1. Decimal 2 is same thing as a decimal 3. Decimal 4 is same thing as what? Decimal 4 here. Decimal 5 is same thing as hexadecimal here 5. Decimal 6 is same thing as hexadecimal 6. Then decimal 7 is same thing as what? Hexadecimal 7. Coming to what? This place, we cannot say what? Decimal what? 8 is same thing as what? Decimal hexadecimal 8. Then decimal 9 is same thing as what? Hexadecimal 9. Then look at where hexadecimal differ from what? Decimal number. Look at where it started differing from what? Decimal number. We now say decimal 10 is the same thing as A. Have you seen it in a what? Hexadecimal. In a hexadecimal, if I have 10 as what? Decimal, it's going to be what? A in a hexadecimal. Then if I have 11, it's going to be what? B in a hexadecimal. If I have what? 12, it's going to be what? C in hexadecimal. Then if I have 13, it's going to be what? D in hexadecimal. If I have 14, it's going to be what? E in hexadecimal. If I have 15, it's going to be what? F. Have you seen it now? Then we can now say that what? That from 10, 10 is equals to what? A in hexadecimal. This is 10 decimal. Then 11 decimal is equals to what? B in hexadecimal. Then 12 decimal is equals to what? C in hexadecimal. 13 in what? Decimal is equals to what? D in hexadecimal. 14 in decimal is equals to what? E in hexadecimal. Then 15 in what? Decimal is equals to what? F in hexadecimal. So you have seen where it started differing from what? Decimal number. Then let's go back to what we are doing. So I say 16 divided 269. It will give me 16 remainder what? 13. And that 13, I can't write 13, but what am I going to write? D, because I know that what? Decimal of 13 is equals to 16 in hexadecimal. Then now I come back and say 16 divided 16, and it will give me 1 remainder 0. Then I write 0 there. Then 16 divided 1 will give me 0 remainder what? 1. Remember what I said here? 16 divided 269, it will give me 16 remainder 13. You know that I'm interested in remainder. Then this 13 is something as what? D. Then I begin to take it. How do we take the whole number part? I take it upward. And I say that what? 269 base 10 is equals to what? 10D. 10D. Have you seen it? 10D. So what I have here is what? 269 base 10 is equals to 10D base what? 16. 10D base what? 16. Then I come back to what? Fractional part. What am I going to do? Before I started this fractional part, I will first put my point. Have you seen the point I put there? I put my point. Then I said 0 point. Do you know where I put the point? Look at the point. And I put it here. And I say 0.75 times 16 will give me what? 12.0. Then what am I interested in the fractional part? I'm interested in the whole number part when I'm multiplying fractional part. Whenever I'm multiplying fractional part, I'm interested in what? Whole number part. So then when I multiply this, I'm interested in the whole number part. So when I do that, I take the whole number part, which is what? 12, and write it down. That's what I say, carry it to what? 12. Then write down what? 0.0. This 0.0, if I use it to multiply 16 again, it will give me 0, which is what? Terminated. So what am I going to do? I'm going to take this from up, down. But this one was what? Down, up. But this one is what? Up, down. That's what I'm taking it. Then you remember that I carry 12. And the 12 in the hexadecimal, look at it, 12 in the hexadecimal is what? C. That's why I said imply. This means what? It implies C. That's why I write here. Come over here. I said 13 imply what? C. It will imply what? D in the hexadecimal. That's what this symbol means. This will mean what? Imply. That's what I did here. Write down 0.0, carry 12. And what is it 12? It implies what? C in hexadecimal. Then I have to what? 0.75% is equals to what? Dot. Instead of writing 12, what did I write? C. Have you seen 6? Which is what? C in base what? 16. Then therefore, in combination, therefore, when I say therefore, that 269.75 base 10 is equals to what? 10. Look at it. 10G. Look at it. 10G. Dot. Look at the dot. C base what? 16. And that give me my what? Answer of this. And that's how we convert what? Decimal code to what? Hexadecimal code. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. Thank you for loving what I'm doing here. Thank you for encouraging me to what? Grow this what? Channel. Thank you. See you in the next